Being an owner and operator, I've accumulated a lot of gear. And one of the biggest gear purchases I made is a van. I realized having a van wouldn't add much value from a client's perspective, but it would just make my life a whole lot easier. For example, I'm able to roll my entire production cart into my van without having to break anything down, and it allows me to load it up with things like lights, stands, grip gear, all sorts of things that I wouldn't be able to fit inside a normal car. I made this purchase about 2 years ago, and I think it's one of the best decisions I ever made. This van is a 2015 Ford Transit XLT, which I think essentially means that it's longer, but I don't really know. But in the last few years, I feel like this van has definitely proved its worth. And I actually still have all the seats inside the van, so if I ever needed to fit more passengers, I could totally do that. Or leave it how it is about 90% of the time, which the seats folded down and the cart in the back. It's always a work in progress though, because I feel like every time I load up the van, it's slightly different each time. So how I normally have my van built out is I have my cart fully built out with all my lights, stands, modifiers, and a couple other miscellaneous things. And then I fill in the sides with things like lenses, my camera, my tripod, a couple Apple boxes. And then in the back here, I have my ramp for the cart. I have some C-stands, grip boxes full of diffusion, stingers, canned fog, all my sandbags packed up on the side here. We have my lights, we have the Dana dolly, we have the easy rig. And like I said earlier, I have all my modifiers up on top of the cart, so it's easy for me to just roll in the cart with the lights and modifiers in and out, ready to go for a shoot. So some of the other additional benefits of having a van, in addition to being able to fit all my gear in it, is things like client perspective. It's sort of similar like bringing a client monitor set. It's not necessary to have for the shoot, but it's nice to have. And another additional benefit is that I'm able to fit an entire cart inside the van, fully built out. And for me, this is a really big deal because I'm typically a solo shooter or working on small crews, so having a cart fully built out with everything that I need on it is invaluable. All right, so we're here on set, and I got my cart loaded out of the van, and I just kind of wanted to go through a couple things that I have on the cart that I roll up to on shoots. I got my camera, I got a AC kit from Small Rig, I have a toolbox with things like wrenches, magic arms, and I have my Hollyland headsets that I use that I give out to the crew so everybody can communicate. And down here on the bottom, I have my lights. I have two GVM 650Bs and a GVM 300C, some modifiers, a Dana dolly, and then on the back here I load up my C-stands so I can just roll everything right into the shoot nice and easy. And not only does this save a lot of time when you're loading in and loading out of sets, but it'll also save your back from trying to carry everything one by one. And lastly, there's been a whole lot of instances where I've shoots back-to-back days, and it's been nice being able to put everything inside of the van and then have that ready for the next day. I hope you guys found this video useful, especially if you're thinking about upgrading your car to maybe a minivan or a production van like I have. It's definitely worth the investment if you're an owner-operator like I am.